Ooh, Sagittarius. We are diving into some secrets here. Why? Because I want you to know what is hidden in plain sight, nose on your face, forest for the trees. Maybe the things you've even grown accustomed to, or that they seem common to you, that you've lost the knowing of how special they are and innate they are to you. And it's interesting because you, of all the signs, the one who I'm going through last with the secrets, is not lost and not least, because apparently your card's already here, because the world has been topsy-turvy as we move through Libra and Scorpius and Ophiuchus, right? That things were kind of topsy-turvy and turned around. You're like, oh, I've got it all mapped out. Now, what's wild is that in the meditation before I start the video, your word came out and it is onus, O-N-U-S, like on us. And it has to do with responsibility, ownership, that type of thing. It can also come from the origin word in Latin of burden. And it's telling me that you already know what to do. You already know what to do. It says, your turn, Sag. All right. So I'll let you know. Let's go. Well, you know, like, let's go ahead. Confidence is key to your success. Now, this bit of secrets is like where Scorpio is in our chart, and we're just going where it naturally is for Sagittarius. So if you're Sagittarius, why you're showing up here, whole zodiac. But Cancer would be the 8th house. So it's like, what are the secrets up inside your home? It might even be redecorating as we're working on here. Look at that lovely painting that I picked up. It's talking about these things that are hidden right under your nose, or stuff that's so commonplace that you see all the time that they've just sort of neutralized or blended or lost their punch, their impact, their voice. All right. Maybe even some relationships have grown stale. Who knows? You talk about spicy. I see you. Spicy. There's some Pisces going on. Spice it up and you're like, blink, 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 blink. Yes. New moon in Scorpio. That's what's showing up, and what is stuck to it is prosperity lies ahead. That's it, because I tell you, these cards start flying and moving on their own, and this that's already sitting out, I'm going to read and cut from the secrets as to why you say you already know. But it was telling me with the tea leaf coming in that carrot, an opportunity or windfall is to be had. But what's unique is if it's coming in that Cancerian house, you already know what to do about it. And Cancer being the sign of hospitality, it says, be gracious, open your doors to this opportunity, which is wild because Dream of Pentacles is right here. Look at that keyhole. You are the entryway. You are the gateway, friend. You are the gateway. But let's finish here because this is the new moon in Scorpio. Look at that. So it's saying set down your defenses, because those very things are what can drive it away. Some of those things, it's the way they've been being utilized by what you're picking up on your environment. They're talking about new signals, new ways, and the signal is beep, 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 beep. We want you to know prosperity is heading your way. All right, that dark spot, everything being blocked out, locked out, not knowing, they're saying, get ready. What's that? Take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. And when you hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Look at you in your love mansion, opening up the book of love. And you're like, what to do in sign language? What to do with that? Well, you have a plan. Look at this Ace of Wands. This is you. And I'm just going to use the words they're saying, capitalizing on who you are, your resurrection, your ascension, your rising. This evolving and displaying of your fountain of life, your fountain of youth, your resiliency. And it's no more of the phoenixing of, I want to get a little more on that because I'm hearing dust and ashes and not capitalizing on that, but it's a whole different bent, a whole different leaning. It's almost like you're the shooting star that landed, like coming in from outer space. Maybe you have some galactic knowledge, maybe some things that people haven't heard of in such a long time that it seems foreign and brand new. Okay, and that could be it, because that's it. Look, 2 new moons, and this was stuck behind this, okay? And that's why they're saying lay down your stinger, lay down your venom. They're saying calm down too, because what they've taught me as Scorpio is the nervous system, the vagal nerve, right? And so when you've had too much, you'll just start having all these horrible reactions that can seem separate and thinking this is happening to you or that's happening to you, especially physically, but really it's just that the vagal nerve is full. What essences can be experienced from that can show up and look like something very devastating or daunting. When Dreamer of Swords is like, no, it's just me. It's just me ruling the world. Your milk is seeping down, co-mingling with life, and is making a splash because life is reaching up and receiving it as well. Just as you are giving generously, life is responding generously. I love that because it took a lot. That healing, your key, took a lot. Not just the keyhole, but the mate to go with it. The soul mate. The mate of your soul, the eternal flame, the price is paid. The depths coming up to be seen, known, discoverable, dispensable. That's why, okay, you're going to capitalize over it. You've done the connection work. You've done all the work, and these are points of connection that enable people to help resonate with your experience and therefore bypass it themselves if it's necessary, right? If it's unnecessary, meaning we're not here to shortchange anyone, just do shortcuts, right? That's as if it's to your benefit. All right. If it's something that is more of your benefit to go on through it now, the support and the guidance show up to help you through. But in this case, Sagittarius is telling us, making a splash. It's like, ooh, that's what you're talking about. Check out your house of Pisces, friend, and see what planet is up in there. Okay. Because you might want to go, I'd say check out that read, but I haven't done a bunch of readings on the planets. Just go check out Pisces, I would say. Because Pisces has been ruled by Neptune, but you're like, we're going to change that. You've got some, that's why Uranus is showing up there, that magic sparking. You're like, I'm going to put some Mars energy in there. I'm going to put some solar energy, and I'm going to put a stop to this. It's funny. You're saying conundrum and humdrum. This boring situation that I'm so tired of being drilled through, driven through, and going through over and over again. You're ready to stop going around the mulberry bush. You're ready to have the fruit on your tree and your life, your bank account, your reward in your yard. All right. And that's that Jupiterian power coming in, that rising energy. And it's like doing away with the bull, the 10 of swords. That's perfect timing then. The Taurus North Node. Okay. So Sagittarius, your prayers have been heard. So next thing coming out this channel is going to be about our Plutonian power, or just simply our power. Each of us has a power and we may not know it, but it can often be the very thing that could get us in hot water, but also the very thing that could be used to capitalize on. And this doesn't take advantage of anyone. That is the thing that brings benefit to your life and also benefit to the world. That's why it's making such a splash here. It's being well received. Okay, it's being well received because you have done the full connection and you're very clear and you have the understanding and you've made peace. Your light has embraced your dark, and your dark has embraced your light. I really like that. I really like that. So let's get into the legit here. All right, it's a public service announcement. This is the hurdy-gurdy, the thing all stirred up from those twists and turns. And we're going to see where this is going. So I'm going to do a couple of cut and shuffles. And that way we'll really get it stirred up and get to the heart of the matter about all this, about the capitalizing, about the love, about the love connection. Maybe about your key, your energy, your life's blood, your life's work. And it's interesting that Cancer's showing up there. In the middle of your key, it was your wound. What secrets have been your wound? What taboo has been your wound? What, in this case with windfall showing up, what poverty? See, it just looks like grass on the ground like that until you pluck that sucker. Something has been right beneath your feet all along. That rooster gonna crow. Look at you being so non-traditional. Who could imagine that? But here apparently is the splash you are making. Okay. Turn your world upside down. I'm still looking in the middle. 6 of Swords. Look at that. You're saying there'll be time for play later. And I don't mean like the refreshing of your soul. You're talking about that distraction. When things are coming in and it's not in the heat of your focus, or it's trying to come in the heat of your moment, you're like, not now, not now. And not to others, that sternness you're talking about, that clarity, that affordment with yourself. You're affording yourself quick movement and progress forward, not at the sake or the sacrifice of that. It's just those are the unnecessaries. And you're saying, I'm getting into my fulfillment. I'm planting my garden because I know I'm going to be hungry. I need the provision here now. So 9 of Cups came in inverted underneath this 10 of Swords. So you're talking about getting to know what your true powers are and getting it put into motion. Why are you saying stop motion? Almost like having to set the scene over and over and over again. I'm talking about Cancer. So in the house, in family, in marriage, in relationships. So there could be some like chaos or conflict. And we'll say just because it's differing types going on. Differing stages of development. Interesting. The pools of your mind. And this is a flume of life coming up to meet you. Life is seeking you and asking for you to come forward. Come forward and this will be unveiled. Oh, see your secret. Sagittarius says, show up. Give your presents. Go out and about, Saggy. You know how that is for you. You see this, you see that, you get the, ooh, ooh, yeah, oh, guess what? Yeah, that whole thing, okay? 9 Wands is coming in inverted too. This is under the Dreamer of the Swords. Look at this. Let's merge them there. You want to merge them like that? Look at this. This ain't no emergency. It is that juicy, vibrant life that you are seeking. And that is, so here you're showing me that you've put down that defensiveness, those limitations of self, of feeling like you have to be stuck in this situation any longer. Your intelligence far supersedes any of this. It is outside of it all. But how do you get it inside to here, to the now, to where you need it? They're talking about rise up. Rise up, show up. I don't know about to put up because you already did. Look at that. Say, big wheels keep on turning. Watch the wheels roll. So it's interesting. Nothing is wanting to sit under this Ace of Wands. All right. So with Ace of Wands, we're going to go into the vice versa underneath there. Getting to the heart of the matter. You see what you say. You see what you say. So speak well of yourself. Take some time to dream weave. That's right. The dreamer and the dreamer is here. The 9 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. It's bringing it into the hand, into this realm, into the fruition. And they're saying the way you bring it into you is to bring you into the world. Bring yourself into the world and watch the opportunities start to happen. The 10 of Swords, the bull starts becoming like communication towers going beep, 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 beep. Ooh, and talk begins to be a buzz and a stir. And we're talking about the beauty in life, the delight. People start getting interested in who you are and what it is that you're here to deliver. Mama say knock you out. No fear. Show up as your whole self, your true self. For the simple knowledge that you belong here. You deserve to be in your whole vibrancy. Not having to cut little pieces and pies and taking these wedges of yourself here and there and I'll show up this way here and that way there. No, just be. Experience your feeling, flow in your feeling, move forward in that. So it's interesting. Let's see if it's XIIV, but you can't have the 2 I's in front of the V. You can only have one. Okay, so they're talking about one idea too many. So there's one place where you got burned that just clear it on out, toss it, throw it away. They're like, let that memory go. Let that memory go. And you've got an enforcer here to ensure that you do it. Like one of your gods and angels is standing there like, seriously, y'all. Because it's blocking your life purpose, the celebration. That's why this can seem so stern. And that's why you're doing the no. Remember, shutting certain things out because you are in your focus, you are on your path, and you're very clear about it. And that doesn't mean you're missing out on play. Remember, you're not missing out on play, but you're also not being played. right? By the energies around you. And that gets you into your life purpose. And then when you begin to turn around and see what's really going on, the ships are coming in. That's what's going on under the Ace of Wands, is as you move out, it draws towards you. It's kind of like somebody saying, do you live at such and such? Oh, well, here, I've got your mail. And you're like, huh, okay, well, that's right on time. And with that being right on time, we have the Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles. Look, Ten of Pentacles is showing up. So you might want to watch the read. What did it get named? Talk about help being on the way to lighten your load. That's what's coming on in here. So this is a different perspective, a whole different perspective of life itself. Ooh, somebody got lots of pleasure coming on in here, and you are apparently open to it. A whole new gateway. So it's talking about your base root chakra is connected to the earth, our resource, and is coming in and coming through. And they're saying get ready for some magnificent delights, because that's where fluorescence comes from, is those deep root chakras, the resonation with the earth, the resonance, the harmony, the harmonics. Ooh, talk about clearing some people's ears. And they said, you heard that right. You heard that right. So with that, that's interesting, comes the wisdom teacher. And that's where you put that I. That's where you put that I that was over here. See the XIIV? You can only have XIV. There was one here too many. So it was like still holding on to a particular person from your past, or a particular experience, or maybe some furniture. I had a friend that held on to the furniture from an ex for 20 years. And was wondering why their life wasn't moving on. Asked me what was happening. I'm like, well, get rid of the furniture, and maybe that'll be an invitation to yourself to allow new people into your life. And then they did, and then boof, they're married. Okay. So that's where this is showing up. See that XI, that I is landing there because it's been composted. It's been moved on into wisdom, because when we let things go, we're moving on to a place where it can become healthy again, revitalize, a resurgence, and it's often going to be very fertile and abundant. And that is a disclaimer for some of you right now, that you could be very fertile and abundant. All right, Saggy, that's interesting. You got love magic, healing magic, finances coming on, respect and honor from the world, being desired and appreciated for what it is you do and provide. It's began to bring that Taurus North Node into a calling of its own, a recognition with your fellow compatriots in this world. And also remember to go out and share your presence, your divine, delightful self. And you know what? Forgive yourself. Swallow it, deep breath, let it process on through, and move on out. No more choking on it. Okay, friend? So anyways, if you are still here, you can like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. You could also leave a comment down below and help us rise to the top of this channel. And above all, I want you to know I love you and I vote for you. Your pure, beautiful, bright, best, bold life coming on in for you to enjoy and for us to witness. Hey, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Talk soon. Bye.